This isn't slow motion footage. This isn't CGI. What you're about to read is real, brought to life by human hands, instincts, and skills honed through trial, error, and sheer persistence. Excavators may seem lifeless, but in the hands of true masters, they move like living creatures. Where a slight miscalculation could send tens of tons of steel tumbling into the abyss, the operator stays calm. No map, no GPS, just engine growls, rocks scraping against the bucket, and gut feeling. Each lever pull is decisive, measured. The machine tilts toward the edge, just barely, with weight balanced perfectly. One wrong tilt, and it's over. But these operators don't make mistakes. They guide the beast as if it's dancing on a tightrope. Onlookers break a sweat watching, but inside the cabin, eyes stay locked ahead. Unshaken, they know exactly what they're doing. They've survived worse. As the excavator inches closer to the cliff's edge, one wrong track movement could mean a deadly fall. Yet there's no panic. The operator lowers the bucket at just the right moment to anchor the machine, rotates the cabin with surgical care, never exceeding the machine's balance threshold. Rocks tumble, dust swirls, but their hands remain still, calm, controlled. To the untrained eye, it's a warning sign. To them, it's just another day navigating survival. In places where a slight tilt could send a multi-ton machine tumbling into the abyss, the excavator moves forward in silence, like it's walking a tightrope. No GPS, no advanced sensors, just the breath of the engine, the clink of stone against metal, and pure instinct. Every lever pull is done with surgical precision, keeping the machine's center of gravity stable on the jagged edge. A wrong angle, and it's all over. But the operator doesn't make mistakes. They guide the machine as if it were dancing on a wire, perfectly balanced, never faltering. Onlookers may break into cold sweat, but inside the cabin, the operator stays focused, eyes fixed forward, steady as stone. They've survived tougher days and they know exactly what they're doing. There's no map, no satellite guidance, just a narrow mountain ledge and a machine weighing dozens of tons. Any high-tech assistance could fail, but the operator's feel for the terrain never does. They sense every tilt through the seat's vibration, gauge slope angles by the sound of falling rocks, and adjust the controls with the kind of instinct that can't be taught. A small adjustment here, a slight lift there, and what looked like certain danger becomes another calculated maneuver. No drama, no shouting, just raw, sharpened skill born from thousands of unforgiving hours on the job. In rugged terrain, a misplaced track could mean total disaster. Yet the operator guides the machine with a smoothness that seems surreal, avoiding every sharp stone, using even the smallest ledge to stay balanced. Every bucket drop serves a purpose: to anchor, to stabilize, to shift weight. Not a single move is wasted. It's as if they have a 3D map in their mind. And because of that, they don't make mistakes. Not out of luck, but because in a place where a little off means no second chance, perfection is the only option. A job site with half a dozen machines running at once sounds like chaos. But here it's a choreographed performance. One bucket drops just as another backs away. A single cabin rotation syncs seamlessly with a teammate's stone lift. No shouting, no alarms, just silent understanding. Every operator moves like they're part of a mechanical orchestra. Each chunk of metal a different instrument. A wordless symphony that leaves viewers in awe. On a massive mining site surrounded by dust and the roar of machines, what's most surprising isn't the raw power. It's the quiet coordination. No shouting orders, no blaring horns, just seamless movements. A bucket lifts just as another retreats. A machine pauses as its neighbor turns. Operators seem to sense each other's thoughts through vibration and motion alone. No accidents, no hesitation. Only a smooth, wordless communication shaped by thousands of hours in the dirt together. Not everything goes smoothly. Some days the ground sucks in machines like quicksand. Just tapping the throttle sends the excavator sinking into its own grave. But no one quits. No rescue calls. No backing down. One operator steps out, assesses the situation, and does the unthinkable. He buries the bucket deep, using it as leverage to push the machine upward. At the same time, he adjusts the angle, shifts the weight, and gently powers through. In 5 minutes, the machine is free. Luck, not a chance. That's experience. That's mastery.
There you go, hard done.
The entire machine, weighing tens of tons, sinks into the waterlogged soil, with every track spinning helplessly in place. Most would call for help, but not the operator. He steps down, eyes scanning the mud's texture, the slope of the chassis, reading the ground like a book. Then silently he climbs back into the cabin. The bucket lowers deep, like an anchor, digging in to push the entire body upward. No panic, no hesitation, just a sequence of movements so practiced, it looks like he's done this 100 times. When the machine climbs out in under 5 minutes, people call it luck. But it isn't. It's mastery, pure skill, unmistakable and unteachable. Rain turns the site into a trap for any machine, but the true pros never complain. When the excavator bogs down, no one calls for a tow. The operator walks around, eyes locked on the terrain. Back inside, he digs the bucket deep into solid ground, uses it like a crutch, and manipulates the chassis with instinctual precision. No one taught him this. It came from years of close calls and nearly getting buried. And the result? The machine climbs out on its own, steady and sure, like nothing happened. That's not luck. That's resilience, and real skill can't be faked. In the hands of the skilled, these machines are no longer tools. They're extensions of the human spirit. They represent precision, creativity, and unshakable determination. What they do has no stage, no spotlight, yet it leaves you speechless. Not because it's flashy, but because it's flawless. Not because it's loud, but because in that perfect silence, when a 1,000 horsepower beast hangs over a cliff and doesn't fall, you realize something. Not all jaw-dropping moments are created with special effects. Some are forged in sweat, skill, and steel. So perfect, you'd swear they're fake. But they're more real than anything you've ever seen.